being a balloon being inflated. Okay, exhale and sit. Bring the pelvis forward, and then rise. Okay, now it said when the exhale is longer than the inhale, the spirit overcomes the ego, the fears. When the inhale is longer than the exhale, the fears are overcoming the ego. So when we're doing, this is called choir breathing, okay, it's a way of having the exhale longer than the inhale. We want to kind of slow down the exhale, bring the pelvis forward, and we can inhale as quickly as we need. And then you exhale. So it's about half speed. Classically, it's even 3 to 5 times as long. Then you come forward, and then you raise yourself up. All right, now, continue it on your own. Close your eyes and look at the inside tip of the nose so that you can better integrate the feeling of what we're doing. Get the feeling of the center of the body going in constant motion. Your job is to eliminate the edges. Only do as large a circle as you can by eliminating the edges. Hold this feeling of the center in constant motion and add the sense of the breath. The breath goes out as you sink. The breath comes in as you rise. The feeling of the breath and the feeling of the center of the circle. The feet stay flat on the ground, so the weight doesn't go from front to back or inside to outside. The tongue is pressed lightly against the roof of the mouth. Do this as slowly as you can without strain. Good. The center stays in constant motion, even if it's slow. It does not stop. Now as you breathe, sense breathing in the coolness. Feel the cool air come in through the nose. And as you exhale, sense the moist, sticky heat leaving. The coolness is the new self, the new energy. The moist, sticky heat is the used up, unnecessary, old stuff. If your breathing starts to speed up, speed your body up. That means you're starting to release. Let your body tell you the speed you're supposed to be going at, not your brain. You breathe in the coolness. You breathe out the moist, sticky heat. Feeling of the center of the body staying in constant motion, the feeling of the breath agreeing with the change. The breath and the center change together. And 3 more breaths. 1 for who you were, 1 for who you are, and 1 for who you shall become. We integrate the movement of the hands. Open the hands. I'm going to show you something a little bit different today because I think my intuition is going to do the right thing. I want you to think about each one of your fingers as being the unbendable arm. You're like shooting little, kind of like flashlight beams. Imagine at the end of your finger, each one is reaching towards a point in space. Take the thumb and the little finger and pull it towards the ceiling as you spread your fingers. Just a little bit. Spread your fingers as much as you can. Well, just not as hard as you can, but pull the thumb and the little finger towards the ceiling. Anybody feeling any shaking in the hands yet? Yes? No? How many people felt some shaking in the legs from the previous exercise? Shaking in the legs? Okay. Your body, you do not need to be consciously competent about any of this stuff. Your body will take what it needs. It will stop when it needs. It will start when it needs. This is an ultimate faith in the eternal physician and releasing the body's natural healing energy. Okay? You're helping to feed the body's natural healing systems with oxygen and movement. The movement is to balance out the tension. Okay, now. We're extending. Our hands go down. We feel like we're pushing on something that resists just a little bit. We turn over and we pull up. As we pull up, we feel like we're pushing on the ceiling or something that is resisting more and more as the hands come up. We resist in our minds, not in our body. We imagine pushing down on something. It resists more, but we feel like we win as it gets to the end. And then the hands rise. Okay, now inhale. As the body sits, the hands drop. The breathing goes out. Turn the hands over. Bring the center forward. As the hands come up, the breathing comes in, the center goes up. So the point is to get the 3 of these things to change together. The breathing, the center, and the movement of the hands. You cannot think about 3 things. It does not fit into your brain. It cannot. You can think about 1 thing, you can comparison and contrast, think about 2. This forces you to reduce yourself to a feeling of the 3 things in change. When you can get to that point, you're in an active state of meditation. Your body is automatically releasing internal pressures, internal stresses. You're strengthening the immune system. Okay, now close the eyes, look at the inside tip of the nose, and mingle the feeling of the 3 things changing together. The center of the body, the breathing, and the movement of the hands. Spread the fingers as much as you can, and reach with the ends of the fingers at all times. Any shaking in the legs is yin, and tingling or shaking in the hands is yang. That which is brought from potential into action. With the eyes closed, you will better integrate these 3 feelings, mingle them, and allow them to become one state of change. Very good. When you get these feelings to mingle, sense breathing in the coolness, which is the new self, and then breathing out the moist, sticky heat, which is the unnecessary and the used up. So feel it as they agree. When your mind wanders, simply start over. That is your subconscious releasing conflict in terms of role strain. It's good that your mind wanders. That's a release. Simply come back and mingle the feeling all over again. Do 3 more, one for who you were, one for who you are, and one for who you're going to be. And simply open the eyes. Come back to the mouth. Check a good charge. Get a good charge. Okay, shake your fingers. Shake your wrists, shake your elbows, shake your shoulders, loosen the neck, turn the shoulders, turn the waist. Okay, shake them hard. Bounce on the balls of the feet, just like that. Okay, that's the lymphatics. Okay, now put your hands here. Put them about 3 or 4 inches apart. Open them and close them a little bit. Feel anything, yes or no? Yeah, yes or no? Okay. Your energy seeking to complete itself. And it said that primarily it's transmitted from the right towards the left. And this is becoming popular in Western medicine now, the therapeutic touch. Come to find out that the skin releases an awful lot of stuff just by touch. And Chinese believe that you can do this at different layers and have different effects. I've found myself that you can do a lot of self-healing by being able to develop this potential. Okay, now. Okay. Shaking in the legs, tingling in the hands, yes or no?
Yes.
Both? Both, yes or no? Both? 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 He's having fun. Both? Yeah? Tingling? Feel both?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sure. Jerky motion? It said that the energy, as it approaches the block, okay, it's like a pinch, right? As the energy, it'll go through in spurts, so you feel jerks, okay? And it's natural, okay? Sometimes it's mental, sometimes it's something physical. You got to not care. That's not your job. You're trying to release that internal stuff. It's unconsciously confident. Let it go. Okay? Both? Both? Okay, well, that's good. All right, now, if I kept going, I'm going to teach you a series and a sequence that you can do every day. Okay? But to do that, we gotta wake up your body just a little bit. All right, any questions to this point? No? How do you feel right now? Feeling different? Same?
A little lighter.
A little lighter? Different? Yes, no? Not yet? Same. Same? So I'm just naturally in a blissful state. Okay? Going to the prom? The 8th degree couldn't bend my arm? No. Okay. All right, hands on the hips. We're going to do some temple exercises to start. Elevate the head. Okay, what we're going to do is just lubricate the joint, starting from the top of the head and work down. It's just relatively, it's going to take about 5 minutes or so. Okay, what I want you to do is to drop your head and raise it. Drop and raise. So you feel the back of the neck stretch. press the tongue lightly against the roof of the mouth. And the whole time that you're doing this whole entire sequence, what I'd like you to do is to pay attention to breathing in the coolness and breathing out the moist, sticky heat. Try to touch the chin to the chest plate as it drops. And then raise the chin as much as you can to the side. Now, if that feels easy for you to do, then you rotate in a full circle. Classic number is usually 15. Now, we try to do this keeping the shoulders down. The hands are on the hips so that the shoulders won't move. And you should feel stuff on the side of the neck. And you try to raise your chin as much as you can and lower your chin as much as you can. And after about 15, you switch directions. So we're starting from the top of the head. Pay attention to that breathing. Sense breathing in the coolness, breathing out the moist, sticky heat. The moist, sticky heat is tension. Your job is to identify tension and let it go. You have tension in the body, you have tension in the mind, and you have tension in the emotions. So the purpose is, wherever you can't find something in the mind, then you go to the emotions. When you can't find something in the emotions, you go to the body. So you have three supports. Okay, now hands on the sides like this. And what we're going to do is we're going to raise our shoulders and raise our chin as we inhale. Bring the shoulders as far back as we can. Now we keep the shoulders back. We drop the chin, drop the shoulders as far down as we can as we exhale. So we want to feel it, if we can, all the way down to here. We inhale, raise the chin. Raise the whole head as high as we can. Raise the shoulders. Try to reach the ears with the shoulders. Get those shoulders as high as you can. High, high, high. High, high, high. High, high, high. Just like you say, I don't know. I don't know. Okay? Now exhale, let the shoulders drop, let the chin drop. Okay, this is specifically for too much energy in the head. Okay, this is called the turtle. You inhale and raise. This exercise is about 7,000 years old. Keep the shoulders as far back as you can the whole time. As far back as you can, so you feel like your shoulder blades are trying to touch. Go ahead, breathe on your own, and then go down. Now, the Orientals believe that you store or repress social emotions in the shoulders. The stiffer the shoulders, the more you've repressed things that you felt like you needed to say in your relationships. So you're starting from the top and working your way down. Okay, good. Now take one hand, go as high as you can. Take the other hand, go as low as you can. Spread the fingers, same thing as we did before. Extend them all, and imagine that the little finger and the thumb are being pulled back towards your nose. Now, you've got to imagine that you have a friend. Every time that you exhale, the high hand, the shoulder goes high, and he's pulling it up, and you're letting it go. And then the low hand is going low. So we're trying to get one shoulder as high as we can, one shoulder as low as we can, but we don't change how our hips are. And every time we exhale, we let it go a little farther. Every time we exhale, we let it go a little farther. It goes straighter and straighter. The arm becomes straight, and the hand is right straight up over the head, if not actually a little bit behind. We often try to take the pressure off of the middle back, because that's what we're trying to do the shoulder blades, by straightening the legs and bringing the butt back. Since they switch. Stay up there. In Hong Kong, you see people standing in line. You'll be doing this for about 15 minutes before you switch. Okay? The arm as straight as you can so that you get the arm next to the ear. We're working on blocks. Make your hand, that's circulation. Okay. All right, we'll talk about that. Okay, now, gently switch directions. Now you'll notice that the different sides feel a little different. Yeah? That one won't go anywhere? Okay, nice form. That's good. Okay, every time you exhale, you've got to imagine somebody. Let's go. Now, the secret of the exercise is, most people when they exercise, they may stretch the muscle, but they don't allow the neural fixation. They don't allow the nerve to relax. They don't allow it to change. So they stretch, but they end up starting over from the same point again. You need to hold the stretch for a minimum of 20 seconds. better a minute going on to 3 minutes. Because every 60 seconds you'll find a new gate will open. And you'll be able to get deeper and deeper into the body. Now you take these positions to create the tension so you can breathe it out. This is a vehicle, an opportunity for change. So wherever you find the tension, okay, now take an inventory of your eyes, your jaw, and your shoulders. What does that have to do with raising and lowering your hand? Let that out. Okay? Now each time that you exhale, let that high hand get closer to the ceiling. And if you sense any tension in your back, let it go. We're working on specific blocks in the pathway. This has to do with how you receive love, energy, to this part of your back, in the back of your shoulder blades. Okay? And you switch back again. Go to the other side. One up and one down. So before we start pumping a lot of energy through your body, it'd be a good idea if we blew the tubes out, right? Change the plumbing. There you go. Spread your fingers, now slightly look up. Slightly look up, and think up with your head. Your bottom hand goes down. Knees bent, pelvis slightly forward. Back to your breathing. Sense breathing in the coolness and breathing out the moist, sticky heat. Okay, and change once more. It's called single palm change. One of the original 18 low palms. The Shaolin exercises. Take the tension out of your eyes, out of your jaw, out of your shoulders. And if you can, bring the hand, make it go straighter, and bring it behind your head more. Okay, good. And bring it back down. Okay, nothing relax. Okay, pick a spot right straight in front of you. Now we're not going to move the head, and we're not going to move the hips. Feet are about shoulder width, and all I want you to do is to twist and let loose fingertips tap the kidneys as you go back and forth. So you're going to twist the shoulders as far as you can, but you're not going to twist the hips and you're not going to twist the shoulders. Try to breathe out as your hands tap the kidneys. The idea is you're trying to break the static charge, cellular level, the kidneys, which is to help clean the blood, clean the ends up the benefit is to clean the fluids in the body. Okay? Now what we do is we twist our hips and our shoulders and we look at a point directly behind us, then we twist and pick up that point as soon as we can. Let the arms go and let them actually shake just a little bit. Your feet want to be shoulder width or less, not too wide. Okay, like limp spaghetti, tapping the kidneys. Knees bent. Now bring the pelvis forward like you're trying to hold a cold quarter with your cheeks. Okay? Bring the hips forward as you twist, and you'll feel the lumbars work. Yes, no? Nice and gentle. First reach with the eyes. The head follows the eyes. The shoulder follows the head. The hips follow the shoulder. The knee follows that. Okay, and now twist and go all the way up on one foot like this. And on the other. Twist. 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 That's it. Keep the hips forward. Okay, good. Hands on the hips, bend the knees. What we're going to do is going to make the hip go as large a circle as we can without moving the head and without moving the feet. Okay, you notice we're going from the top of the head, working down the body, going towards the feet. You do these, John? You go all the way through all these?
No, I thought...
No, not this. I mean the whole sequence?
We do these.
Yeah, okay, just some of them.
Yeah.
Okay, the order is significant. You have them on tape now, that's good. Okay, now we don't move the head. See, by moving the head, we don't have to move the waist. We don't want to move the head, and we want to move the waist in as large a circle as we can, and we move it in a circle where we don't feel any edge. If you're coming around and you run into something here, you got to back off. That amount you back off should be the size of your circle. If you want to make it harder, bend your knees more and make your legs go a little bit wider. Bend your knees and go a little bit wider. and you'll find that the feeling will radiate from the hip joint up the spine and down the leg. You're integrating the strength of the legs with the spine. And what we don't want to do is change how the feet are on the ground at all. We want the feet to stay stuck like pancakes. Yeah, there you are with the pancakes. Okay? If our feet move, we're not doing work at the center. All the people who totally disagree say that this exercise is the one that's most important for releasing their style of power. No head movement at all. No, you can't. Go forward like this. That's it. Just real. There you go. Of course, all these exercises make you a legendary lover in your own time. You know, every martial artist knows that martial artists are great lovers. Just ask any one of them. And of course, these exercises are the reasons why China is so well populated. And if you can't have fun, what good is it? Okay, you feel little things working out? Yes, no? Okay. Yeah. Anytime you do any kind of abdominal exercise of any kind and any time, make sure that you finish with these. Okay? When you do any type of abdominal exercise, this is the thing that will restabilize the relationships of things from your legs to your lower back to the front of your body. Very important exercise. Simple, but very, very important. Okay. All right. Okay, now, this one's going to be kind of interesting for you. This one's called Heaven and Earth. Okay. Just watch me once. The hands swing, drop, and raise. Notice that the head drops, the breathing goes out, as the hands go from one side, weights on one side, to the other. Right? One side to another. You got to feel a little bit like an ape or a monkey swinging your arms. It's okay. Okay, go ahead, try that. At the beginning of Heaven and Earth. You drop the hips, and you raise. That's it. A lot of work. Good. Drop the eyes. Breathe out as you go down. Breathe in as you come up. Drop the head in between the shoulders, in between the arms. Good. And try to drop your hips as low as you can as you go through the exercise. They're high on the outside and low in the center. Not dependent on the back. You want to feel like you're sitting. Well, I can feel the hips are dropping. Rising. I know it's work. Yeah. Do the best that you can, and if that's the other thing's the best you can do, that's fine. Okay, now if that's easy for you to do, okay, if that's easy for you to do, this is what you do. Heaven and Earth, it calls for, I'm going to go this way. Keep my hands on this side, you go around in a circle, and you end up with your hands on the other side. Then you go around in a circle, so your hands go right, full circle, left, full circle, right. Now you inhale as you go up, you exhale as you drop. Now notice the tail is back. Now notice the tail is forward. Tail is back. Swing. Okay, this one exercise will do more things in your body than just about anything else. And it'll be hours of fun for less than $1 because it can make you real dizzy. Go. Okay, what it forces the body to do is to integrate the full range of motion, stable ground, and movement of the spine. You're rotating your body this way, and you're rotating your body this way. Lots of fun. Can't think about it. So do it slowly to start. So let's do it together. From here. Drop down. Push the hips forward as the hands come up. Inhale. Then start your exhale. Swing to the left. Drop. Inhale. Go in a circle. Swing to the right. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay? Play. That's it. Now let your head go and try to get the feeling of the blood going to the ends of the fingers. Become aware of the movement of the center And try to keep the feet as flat on the ground as you can. This exercise is about 7,000 years old. Good, drop the head. That's it, good, drop the head in between the arms. There you go. Feel a little bit left the upper back more, right? Yeah. That's it, let the head drop right there. That's it, let it drop, rise, drop. Good. Upper third of the spine. Okay, I don't think we need to make you do the 108. Okay? Now, right now, don't you feel a little lighter? A little bit lighter? Okay. Up. Throw a kick. Just feel. Throw a kick. Any kind of kick, right? Just throw a kick. Feel the weight and the power in your leg. Throw your kick. One more. Okay, feel the heat go into your hand. Okay, now take your palms. Go up and down each side of the knee by 2 inches. Feel the heat go into the knee. Feel the heat go into the knee. Okay, now let's do the other one. Feel the heat go into the knee. Okay, go around circles like this, around the kneecap. Okay, cup your hand, back of the knee. Okay, do the first leg again. Nice and vigorous. Rub it good and hard. Feel that heat go in. Okay, come on up. Throw a kick with that leg. Throw a kick. Feel different, yes or no? Yeah? Yes, no? Yeah. You've done it before. Okay. No? Okay, what that is the idea that you're taking your own energy, breaking the static charge. In acupuncture, they say that there's 6 points of storing toxin in and around the knee. The body, a lot of weight, toxin gets stored in the wells of the body, okay? So what we're doing is we're releasing that and turning what they say stress into vitality. Okay, so the knee joint should feel a little bit better. Okay, hands on the hips. All the way up on the ball of one foot. And you're going to go around as large a circle as you can by pushing the ball of the foot down. We have one guy who's in Colorado now who invented a dance doing this. Okay? He got a whole place doing it. I think it was Henderson, Colorado. Peter Chamberlain. Yeah, you know him. He's in San Francisco. He's a nice fellow. Okay, switch directions. Now we're trying to lubricate the ankle. Push the ball of the foot down and eliminate any edge that you feel. Different, isn't it? Yeah? Surprising. Okay, switch sides. Okay, this tape, John, we can make available to anybody who's here. Okay, so I'm going through this. This is a step so you can learn to do every day. It doesn't take as long as we're doing it, but... Okay, good. Bounce. Feet don't come off the ground. Just get the heels up off the ground. Thanks for the lymphatics. Okay. Loosen up the neck. Okay. Hands come up. Draw in. Sit. Center comes forward. Hands come up. Spread the fingers. Extend like I showed you. Draw the little finger and the thumb up. You draw the hands towards the armpit with the elbow down. It's not like this. The elbows are like this. As the hands come in, take your pelvis and rotate your tail back. And sit as your hands drop. Okay, the hands come forward, the center comes forward. Rise to the height of the armpit. Fingers are nice and loose and relaxed. As the hands are drawn in, spread the fingers. Let the elbows point down. You're suspending the inhale. Then you exhale. Inhale as the center rises. Spread the fingers. Draw in. Suspend the breath. Then exhale slowly. Relax the extension. Center comes forward and up. Spread the fingers. Draw in. Now sense a balloon. The air leaves the balloon and sinks. Sense the air fills up the balloon. This can happen as quickly as you need it. You sense the balloon floats as your tail goes back, and then slowly allows the air in the center to fall. Balloon rises, floats, and sits. Okay, now close the eyes. All right, look at the inside tip of the nose. Feel the center of your body staying in constant motion, and have it agree with the movement of the hand. The purpose is to make the three change together. The center never stops moving. The hands are in a constant state of movement. The hands, the center, and the breathing all change together. Now do it as slowly as you can comfortably. Remember your extension principle. Elbows pointed down. Just draw back. The shoulders stay relaxed. And then press that. Move the elbow, but don't move the shoulder. There's no tension in the shoulder at all. Draw in. Neck down. There you go. That's what the stress is. The shoulder. So just keep thinking about letting it go. Now remember, breathing in the coolness and breathing out the moist, sticky heat. As you breathe in the new self. As you suspend the breath, you allow that new energy to come in and do whatever is necessary in body, mind, or emotion. And as you breathe out the moist, sticky heat, which is the old self, and let any kind of tension that you can find, whether it's in your body, your mind, or emotion, let it go. Just let it go. This is the great regulator. Mingle the three things changing together. The body will naturally balance whatever it needs. 3 more. 1 for who you were, 1 for who you are, 1 for who you shall become. Okay, when you're done, just have a seat on the floor from up. How you doing? What have you felt so far? Anything different? Yeah? More relaxed? Okay, what's your impression so far?
So, light.
Light? Okay, good. So far?
Kind of loosened me up.
Kind of loosened you up. By the way, it takes no prisoners. It goes, whatever the imbalance is, it goes right after it. I mean, this is probably the most time-honored, comprehensive, diabolically, it's like a surgical thing goes in and it just takes no prisoners. Whatever the imbalance is, it goes right after it. But it doesn't do it in any dramatic way. Waves on the shore, you know. And just break down that block into smaller pieces of sand. Yeah, it's patient. I'm going to get you. Okay, so far, how you feel? Same? Okay. So far. Good. 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 That's a very good sign. Okay, so far? Warmed up? Good.
Remember, relax my head, breathe too much.
Feel energy in your eyes. Okay, good. How do your legs feel?
I don't like that feeling.
No, no. Well, okay. All right. Fine. Okay, how do your legs feel then?
They don't feel energized like mine.
Like your arms? Yeah, come to your arms better. Okay, how do you feel so far?
I like sort of arm.
The,
Feel how I'm shaking.
well,
But it feels lucid too.
I take professional athletes, okay, and professional football players and whatever, and power lifters. I write a column for this thing. I mean, all these, you know, the gladiator type guys, right? And you have them do this, and they go, oh, I feel like I'm doing 600-pound squats. Well, it doesn't care. Whatever the imbalance is, it's going to go after it. So it doesn't matter how strong you are. It's the, you know, if your front is stronger than your back, your inside stronger than your outside, you know, your posture, if it creates an imbalance, it's going to go right after it. So whatever that imbalance is, it's said that you make the circle a little smaller, and you just sense breathing in the coolness and breathing out the moist heat. Now the effect is going to be felt over the next 72 hours. Okay, a lot of, well, that's why we're talking about it. Pardon me? No, it's you're starting an electromagnetic exchange. It doesn't necessarily stop once you stop doing the exercise. You're going to find if you're feeling, some people feel a lot stronger in their legs, some people feel a lot weaker. It's going to be real interesting going up and down stairs. Okay, that's going to kind of alter your perception a little bit. And for 72 hours, become aware of where any kind of stiffness, sensation, some would call it pain, we'll call it sensation, will be, you know, it's a technical term, right? Where sensation is, it'll usually go from the center of a muscle group towards the joint. It'll get towards how the joint goes through a full range of motion. And wherever there is stiffness, that's where your concentration should be when you're doing the temple exercises for warming up. Okay? Make sense? Okay, how do you feel so far? Good. Good. How does it make your head feel? Okay. Okay?
More relaxed. I feel like when I was doing some of the, like, some of it would be more tense in some areas than others. Part of my body, like my upper might be more relaxed, but it was like concentrating more on my body. Move another way would be the opposite.
Interesting stuff, huh?
Yeah.
It moves around.
Yeah.
Takes no prisoners. Okay. I just put you down so I let you rest for a minute. Okay, everybody up? Okay, so you're gonna learn a total of 6 exercises. Okay? That's the first one. So the first exercise calls for going in a circle this way. And this is what integrates the inside with the outside. This is just, if you can only do one exercise, that's the one you do. And the truth is, you don't need to learn a lot of different exercises. You need to do a few well. Actually, only one. The most important thing is that you can get the things to change together. You get the breathing, the center of the body and the hands to agree, and you make it a fine, smooth motion. And you do it sensing breathing in coolness and breathing out moist, sticky heat. And by doing that, your brain is doing that unbendable arm. Your brain, your ability to get into what's said to be the genius inside of you, you're connecting up to new potential. It's not putting anything specifically in, it's just making more available for whatever application you wish. It does not decide, it empowers personally whatever you want to do. It does not decide and say, everybody's supposed to think the same. Everybody's not supposed to think the same. Everybody's supposed to go through a different state of change. So this doesn't create a robot. It's meant to create an individual who believes in themselves, and it's from the inside out, as we discussed, not the outside in. Okay? All right. Now, second exercise, some of you have done polishing a mirror. Okay? The movement of the center is going to be the same in all 6 exercises. Now, polishing the mirror, spread the fingers, pull the thumb and the little finger back as much as you can. Now, imagine I've got this huge mirror in front of me that's bigger than this, and what I'm going to do is I've got 2 rags in my hands, and I'm polishing as much of this mirror as I can. And notice that the fingers are always pointed straight up. The fingers spread. So you'll feel like I'm pulling the little finger and the thumb back. I'm extending all the fingers. First you extend 3 inches. Then if you can extend a foot, that's good. The farther you can extend with your mind, the more power comes. Nature hates a void. Send it out, the more returns. You send out unconditional love, nature hates a void, it returns it. Try to hold on to it, it's like trying to hold on to a fistful of water. It'll elude you. If you don't extend, it can't come. So this is a physical representation of preparing your spirit for extending so that you can draw. If you extend something nasty, guess what you find? Something nasty returns. You extend something good, not conditional thinking, but unconditional thinking, then you end up with an unusual benefit that will give you, quote-unquote, peace of mind. All right, so this exercise, okay, let's do it and then I'll talk to you about it. Okay, let's start up with the hands high. Spread them. Now, you're going to drop your center and you're going to feel like you're sitting as your hands come down. What do you think? They're breathing in or out? Out. Hands open. Center comes forward. Hands are high. Finish the inhale high. Pelvis is forward. Exhale, sit. Okay, now all the breathing should be done in the nose and out the nose. Go ahead, continue on your own. With the tongue pressed lightly against the roof of the mouth, to increase the reserve potential. The center of the body stays in constant motion. Make sure that tail goes back as the hands come down. You feel like you're about to sit into a chair. Then the pelvis comes forward. You got to pump that fluid up the spine. You don't overdo it, you don't underdo it. You do what feels to be like, quote unquote, a good hurt. You don't overwork it, you don't underwork it. Okay, good. You're doing very nicely. Now, integrate and balance the brain. As the hands are going from here to here, what I want you to do is to watch both of them equally. Here, hold both your hands out like this. Okay, pick a spot right straight in front of you. Wiggle the fingers of your right hand. Okay, now sense the movement without shifting your eyes. Now wiggle the fingers of your left hand. Sense the movement. Now wiggle both of the hands and watch them equally. Okay, now you're focused on a spot that's right in front of you. You can watch both hands. That automatically balances both sides of the brain, the intuitive and the intellectual. So as your hands are going up, so you're watching both of them equally, and if they're coming down, you're watching both of them equally. So you're doing something to balance your brain at the same time that you're combing out patterns of distorted intelligence that surround you. And that's the thought. But the fingers are extended, acting like combs to bring out the knots in your energy field that surrounds you. So you feel these combs extend. You watch both hands simultaneously, which means your chin drops when your hands drop. Your eyes follow the hand, the center, and your eyes go up and your hands go up, so that your eyes never lose sight of your hand. Mingle the center of the body going constant motion, the movement of the hand, and the breathing. Good, you do it very nicely. Now do it as slowly as you can. Yeah, you don't have to keep shaking your fingers. Very good. Good. That's it. Good. Lose sight of those hands. Good. Okay, so we finish this exercise. Now let's go back to the first one for a second. You do the first exercise. You draw in. You sit. Second time, first exercise. We're going to do them a little fast. Draw in and then go down. Third time. Each time one is for who you were, one's for who you are, one for who you shall become. And then you sit. Now you do polish the mirror. You go up, inhale, exhale, and sit. Okay, patterns of distortion in the body. Inhale, in the brain. You imagine leaving as the moist, sticky heat leaves you, they leave. And the third time is the emotions. You got to visualize that moist, sticky heat leaving balance and serenity. All right, now the third exercise. The hands go in a circle this way. Fingers are pointed in with the thumb relaxed. Arms are straight. They go up. They come in. And at about 6 inches from the body, the hands drop down the center line as you sit. Inhale as the center goes forward. And imagine that there's a globe of light over the top of you. Your hands reflect this light, and this light comes down and cleanses the inside of your body at the cellular level, leaving it light, buoyant, and energized. So from the outside of the body to the inside of the body. Fingers are relaxed with the thumb relaxed. But the center of the palm faces in on the center line. Hands face in towards the body. Hands face in towards the body. Good. Let's go up. Good. Try to drop the shoulders first. Gotcha. Good. Not down. In. Yeah, you got flashlights beaming on you. Okay, good. Now we do the first exercise. Song arising and falling hands. We draw in and we sit. We would do that 3 times. Inhale, draw in, sit back as the hands come in, and sit. Third time for the emotions, cleansing and energizing. And now polish the mirror. 1, and sit. 2, and sit. Now we're doing these fast, there's 3 speeds, but we're doing this kind of quickly just so we can cover it with you. The third one. And sit. And the third exercise, the hands are turned in the whole time. From above the head, you imagine tension is going through the soles of your feet as the light is cleansing, as your hands pass over the center of your body. You inhale, feel light at the head. Now feel like, just like you're flushing a toilet, the tension goes through the soles of the feet into the ground as that light pushes gray, sticky stuff and the moist heat leaves your body. And you do 3 of them. Einstein said your imagination is a preview of coming attractions. The more you can release your imagination and reach into the potential, the more dramatic the effect. It is important to suspend judgment and to get involved in the feeling, not the thinking. Okay, now that's the yin side. That's the receiving side. That's the calming side. But calming, without being able to bring into action, leaves it into wish world. Okay. You do your third. Then you take what they call a cleansing breath. You sense the tension in your body. Turn your hands over and let any kind of tension that you feel go. Okay, and then you go up once more. Now you're going to push on your palms and spread your fingers like I showed you before. Push down. Turn over. Hips come forward. Feel like you're pulling up the root of a tree. Push your feet down. Turn the hands over. Now we're going to push forward. Sit as your hands push forward. Exhale. Turn the hands straight forward and bend them in. Relax the thumb. Pull with the elbows down. Inhale. Push as you sit. Bring the thumb back as you push. Spread the fingers as much as you can. Pull. Relax the fingers and the thumb. Drawing in what you need. Exhale, push. Now imagine it resists more as you get to the end, but you resist in your mind, not your body. Okay, now pull again. Fingers point in. Shoulders are low. Elbows relaxed. And push. Okay, draw in. We go back to the first exercise of this, the hard series, is push down. Pull up. Push forward. Draw in. Now we go to the sides. Okay, now look at my hands. 2 fingers extended. These 2 fingers bent. Okay, this is called the immortal man, points to heaven. Back of the hand is arched a little bit. These are the 2 fingers you're shooting the unbendable arm with. Okay, those 2 fingers unified into one. Okay, now you're pushing to the sides, and you feel like there's a cord. Everybody gets to right here. Push to the sides with your palm. Point the fingers up. Drop your shoulders. Make your arms go straight. Pull the fingers back towards your nose. Push the palm out. Anybody feeling any tingling in the hands yet? Okay, that is yang. Okay, this is the stuff that you block and strike and heal with. Okay, now, does your eyes or jaw have anything to do with holding up your arms? So relax them. You put yourself in the position so that you can sense the tension so you can let it go. If you're a martial artist, this is the point where your power, your weight, is held back by the tension in your body. Your power doesn't get to the end of your punch. Now feel like there's a cord in your heart that's pulling you forward, and you feel like you're closing them, bringing the shoulder blades together as your hands are to the side. Relax your jaw, relax your shoulders. There you go. Okay. Point the fingers out. Bend them in. Imagine there's a flashlight from one center of one palm to another and feel like you're pushing a spring in. Okay. That would have been an inhale. So now we exhale as we push out. And you get to that same place, but you don't stop, okay? Point, curl, compress. That's an inhale. Exhale and push. Go to the side. Pull the fingers back. Push the fingers together. Push the palms out. Push the elbows down. Relax the shoulders. Gotcha. Okay? Extend. Bring the hands in. Pull in. Okay, we go back to the first one. Down. Up. Forward. Back. To the side. This one takes a little longer. Okay, we go down. Now, technically you do it 3 times. Up.